I'm Sandra, and I'm with Garner Sewing Room, and we teach beginner sewing classes for kids, teens, and adults. We have intermediate classes for garment making, alteration, pattern making. We have a fashion course as well for adults and teens. And then we have a junior fashion course. We do lots of things, lots of workshops for bag making, alterations, pattern making, all kinds of things. So we do lots of different types of classes. And today's tutorial live, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing the Emily Tote. So this is one of those bags that I've been making for the last 2.5 years, and I know it by the back of my hand at this point. And so this is just something that we're going to be doing this weekend. So this weekend on February 11th, we are doing our Emily Tote workshop, and we still have some spots left. So if you're in the area and you would like to come in and make this bag with us, you can. We do have options for the different types of fabric and hardware choices that you get to have. And as soon as you enroll into the class, I send you a link, and then you can give us your options. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and change my color threads and things like that. So this is just like normally this is how I get started. When I get started for the day, this is what I do, just so that you guys can know. So this model isn't crazy, so I'm going to do a 16, 18, here we go. Okay, so I'm doing a size 18 needle because of the size thread I have. If I had a 45 weight, then I can get away with a 14 or 16. But it's better to have the needle be larger, then you get friction. Because it doesn't matter how good the thread is, if you have a lot of friction in your needle, it will shred. Alright, let's switch over to the overhead view, you guys can see. Alright, overhead view. Let's get our... Alright, so here we have our stuff here. So I have my zipper tapes, got some purse feet, some rivets, zipper pulls, name tag, metal name badge, swivel hooks, strap. I got some connectors. Then I have some side connectors, these cute little side connectors that I have on my website. These are 3/4 inch for the side, and then we have a zipper end as well. And then I have a woven tag that says, "You look really pretty today." So that one looks awesome. Then our pieces. So I have my crossbody strap. I have my two handle pieces. Okay, then we have our two exterior pieces, our two exterior accent pieces. Then we have our bottom piece. It's in here somewhere. I know it is because I set for my list. Our bottom piece, zipper overlay, another zipper overlay. This is for our pocket piece for an overlay. We have our zipper recess panel pieces, pocket pieces. So zipper pocket pieces, and then this is for our cargo pocket piece, our two lining pieces, and then we've got lots of extra goodies in here. So we've got strap connectors right here. Strap connectors, recessed zipper panels, more recessed zipper panels for the exterior. And then I didn't know whether I wanted to have these as accent pieces or not. We'll kind of go by ear and see how it goes. But those are all of our pieces. So we have all of our pieces. All right, so I'm going to start with my exterior pieces. So with my exterior pieces, I'm going to get my zipper accent piece. I'm going to get my bottom piece, my two accent pieces. Okay. So, make sure this doesn't go away. All right, so let's go ahead and do our accent pieces first. So you guys can see what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my double-sided tape. I like the 4-inch. That around there. Now, so this double-sided tape is from my website, garnersewingroom.com. We have, under hardware, we have this double-sided tape. All right, then we're going to get a double-sided tape. We're going to pull off our double-sided tape. Okay, and we're going to take our accent piece, line it up, line up my center marks, just like that. into this view for you guys over here. I'm gonna make that to a 3.5 stitch length. Alright, so we did that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over. I'm taking the double-sided tape off.
And I have not
Okay, so there we've done that. Let me scroll back over here. Alright. I think we are. Okay, so now we're gonna put on our zipper. So what I like to do, our zipper overlay, make a little snip for our center marks. It's always good to find your center marks. Okay, so now what I've done is I've put double-sided tape on both sides, and I'm going to make sure that I can mark my centers. I'm going to use my vinyl pen. This is a silver marking pen. I got my pen from mormino.com, and then I sell the refills on my website as well, because I was going through these like crazy. The refills, they're very easy to refill. Okay, so I did my markings for my straight line so that I can see on here where I'm going to go. So let me grab my ruler.
10,000 subscribers.
Now what I'm doing is I'm putting this down 2 inches from the center mark. Got my markings right here. I'm going to peel off my tape. So what I like about this tape is that 1, I can cut it without scissors. 2, it's not as sticky as the way-back tape, because the way-back tape is amazing, kind of thick. So since because this is thinner, it's not as sticky. I don't know how to say it. It just isn't as sticky. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew all the way around. Hello to everybody. Where are you guys tuning in from? Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm drawing the threads from the back so that I can tie them off and then burn them. It leaves it really pretty in the front, so I don't have to worry about, there you go, so that I don't have to worry about the front stitches not looking as nice. Let's just see if I can put this guy right here. Maybe not. Okay. I was trying to put the video inside the video so that I can. There we go. I burned it. That's what it looks like. Yeah, see that? It's really pretty. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut into it. Yes. So that looks like that. Okay, so on this side you can see I cut it okay, and then here it looks normal. Right, so I'm going to set this aside for just a second. I'm going to get my zipper pieces. Finish my other front piece. Let me finish my other front piece. Since you guys already saw what I did before, I don't have to switch it over or anything. Because I'm going to butterfly it, I'm just going to clip it instead of double-sided tape. Alright, so now we've gotten that done. We've gotten both of our front pieces done, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the zipper pocket portion. I'm going to grab 2 zipper pocket pieces. I have a total of 4 pieces. I'm grabbing one of my smaller zippers. Look across my hair. Be careful because that's hot. Can you move your stuff over a little bit? Right. So what I'm doing is I'm lining up my zipper tape right to the edge of the waterproof canvas. I'm gonna switch you guys over here for just a second. Hey guys. So trying to get the iron away from him. Oh, I put the wrong one on. I put this one instead of that one. That's all right. That's okay. All right, so there we go. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can. There we go. You can get to the buttons a little easier. All right, so there we go, just like that. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to put double-sided tape on the edge of the zipper. Okay. And it kind of overlaps a little bit so that way it can kind of help this lay flat a little bit. All right, so we've done that. We've made it nice and laid out straight. So now before I forget, I need to put my zipper pull on. I'm going to grab a zipper pull and put it on. Crack that open. There we go. It's on. Just like that. So we're going to grab this is going to be our back piece. We're going to put this over just like that. But I like to kind of get an idea of where it's going to be before I take the tape off, so it just makes it a little easier. Okay, so I'm going to take this, peel this off, take my tape. Okay, so I did that, and then I'm going to do the bottom piece. So I've lined up the top part, I'm going to pull this back, and then I'm going to do the bottom piece. Alright, so now we're going to sew all the way around now that we've gotten that down. Let me change that view. There we go. So you guys can at least see past my hands, hopefully. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure you guys can see. We're moving along. All right, so now that we've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pretty sides together, and you are going to have an overlap, and that's totally okay. I like to make sure my zipper is open so that I don't forget. It's going to be a little, one side's going to be longer than the other. It just ends up being that way. It's okay. It's not a big deal. You just cut off the excess. You can make one, about a half an inch, 3/4 of an inch shorter than the other, but then you have to remember that's the one that goes on the bottom. The longer one goes on the top. I'll get that later. If you don't have trouble remembering those types of things, then go for it. I forget, so all right. So now we're going to take this, flip it over, and we're going to stitch down each side. I am going to cut these edges down and then pop it open. Got our trash can right there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop it so that way when I go to close it later, I can. So this bag normally takes me about an hour and a half to make when it's not on a live, so we'll see how long it takes today. All right, so that's the exterior zipper panel done. All right, so we'll set this aside. I'm gonna grab my bottom piece. So the bottom piece I need to put on the purse feet. So I ran out of my screw-on purse feet. Sometimes I try to hide them from me having it for inventory, which is alright. So these bags start at $85 and it goes up depending on fabric and material. So I have made this bag out of leather, and obviously leather costs more, so that's more. That bag is more like $125 because I use the leather for the accent pieces. With the current materials that I'm using, $85 for this bag. It's a good sized tote bag. I think the Marauders map is also $85. Very rarely do I do the Quidditch, black and gold Quidditch print. And that Quidditch print one I charge $105 for because it's a very common. Alright, so I went ahead and poked all my holes. I started doing it with this one here, but it didn't go all the way through, so I don't know if it's clogged or what. But I have my presses as well, so it's okay. So with these are prong ones. So the prong ones you just push through from the bottom up. I like to do 5 personally. Okay, cotton woven. Okay, so with a cotton woven, because this one's all vinyl, but a cotton woven I would do 65 for a cotton woven. If it wasn't it was just a common print, like for example, something you just get at Joann's and it's like a culture showcase or something like that. Still good quality, but it's not super expensive. So that's what I would do. Alright, so now I've gotten my purse feet done. See that? Purse feet. It's done. I like to just kind of squish it down a little bit. So what I'm doing is just making sure that the tape really covers it. It's just to make sure that, the prongs don't come up. That's all. Since it's not the screwed on ones. The screwed on ones I don't have to worry about because they get on a little bit. So you're gonna grab our 2 extras on this. On this, I need to make sure that I put my bag. Because I have done it before. And also, you can make this bag with or without the foam. If you're doing a woven fabric, I do suggest interfacing it with something like Sofuse Plus or Declaville Light, just to give it the texture of a canvas. So the Sofuse Plus gives your fabric a nice, like almost light woven feel to it, so it gives it a little bit of density. And then with that, you can add foam. The foam helps it stay up unless you want a slouchy pouch, a slouchy bag, tote. So it just depends on the structure you're trying to go for. Make sure it looks even. So sorry, guys. So what I'm doing here is I am making myself a buffer, like almost like another washer, just because this vinyl here is a little soft. I want to make sure that I have an extra sturdiness behind my nameplate. These are custom made, but I do have, if you want to email me, Sandra@garnersewingroom.com. I can get you some that say handcrafted. as well.
Because they are handcrafted.
They are handcrafted. So then that way you don't have to have your own particular actual brand names. They can get very expensive because you can't just buy like 10 or so. You gotta buy hundreds of these at a time. I've been making these bags for like over 2 years now and been selling them on my Etsy shop. And I've had my Etsy shop for like 10 years, so making all kinds of things on my Etsy shop. Alright, so we've got that. We're going to do our handles. So first I'm going to do my handles, and then I'll go to my crossbody strap. I like to kind of make all the pieces and then put it together. My half-inch seam, my half-inch tape is what I like to do down the middle of my straps. Hey, sweetheart, can you do me a favor and close that door there? We have a private lesson going on, and it's not too loud, but I don't want to have to get louder and interrupt the class. Reach over, I can't reach. Oh, there we go. There we go. So you can see what I'm doing, and you still see my clips, my magnets. If you just ordered them today, it'll go out today. Just to let you know. If you ordered it today, it'll go out today. If you ordered it last night, it'll go out today. We try to ship the next day. We try to do that. We try to make sure we get things out the next day. If it's on the weekend, it goes out on Monday. We're not here usually on the weekends. Except for when we're doing workshops. So, okay. So Sierra has an hour before her piano lesson. I'm sure maybe they know how to play Roblox, but I don't even know how to play Roblox.
Tell me Roblox, please.
So before I go, so you guys can see, sorry, I just forgot to change the view. I got distracted with Miss Marquis. So I came in according to the measurements and down as well. And so I just wanted to make sure it looked both even on both sides. So now what I'm going to do is, because this vinyl here is a little on the thin side, scrappy pieces right here. I'm just going to grab a scrappy piece. Doesn't matter how big it is. I'm going to grab my pointy scissors. I like to use my pointy scissors and just poke through. Lay it down. And then take my pen and mark through. Okay, so I can see the marks of where it is, and then I'm just gonna punch holes. If each one was like exactly the exact same, I would just do this for all of them, but it's not exactly. I didn't actually measure it. Sorry. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking my rivet and pushing it through all the layers of the vinyl, the strap connector, the exterior vinyl, and then on the opposite side, I'm just making sure, I'm turning it over so you guys can see, I'm pushing the waterproof canvas over, and I'm just pushing it down with my nails so I have a little bit of a post to put the cap onto. And then I snap the post in place, just like so. Just like so, that's what I do. I repeat the same thing onto the other side. So the same height, but just kind of width difference. I'm gonna grab my brackets. And we are going to make sure it's there. Kind of like locks in place, and then I just push it in. I'm on my way. Are you? Please do it, Mom. Okay, so now I'm going to put my bottom piece on. So I'm going to grab my double-sided tape. So there we go. And then on here, I put Decoville Heavy on the base so that the base doesn't droop. And you do have something heavy up there. then we're gonna do our boxy bottom portion. Let me switch the view so you guys can see. So you guys can see what I'm talking about here with the boxy. Here. So I'm gonna opening up my seam, and then I'm lining up my center line that I drew before, and then I'm gonna flip it so that I will be sewing from the opposite side. So just make sure I'm kind of like maneuvering it up, so I can make sure it's a straight line. We don't want a TP, we want it to go straight across. So if you have to come further down, I find that helps sometimes if you take this and then further down, you put down here. You're not sewing down here, but it just helps hold the structure like that. And then you can just Alright, so now what I'm doing is I'm cutting off the edges right here. I'm not going straight across, I'm kind of doing like a bow. Like that, so here's like a little boat. Okay, and so then for my side seam, I also I leave a little bit of a lip for it to catch. Oh, now the gold, this is the gold accent one I got from Bodio, the bottom one. But the crocodile print one or snake skin one I got as a sample. Okay. I didn't know she was trying to do that on purpose or not. Okay. There we go. Good. Okay. So now I'm going to turn the bag right side out. Make sure everything looks nice before I move on. Now all I do is grab it and finish it off. Look at that. It's looking nice. Okay. Alright. So there's the outside. Stands up on its own. Not too bad. I'm gonna put this aside for right now. Alright. So, alright, for the interior pieces. This is where it starts getting fun. Because you can literally do it as simple as you want to. You just have the two lining pieces. And that's it. You don't have to have anything else. I like to be extra. So I'm gonna be extra. So this is a little accent piece for the top of the pocket piece. This is my pocket piece. I'm gonna put that on there. Then I'll do the zipper. So for the pocket piece, you need one of your interior lining pieces, and you need one of your pocket piece. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a piece of tape down each side of this line. So I'm gonna peel one piece back, and I have that line down the middle that I'm just going to line up the piece to it. He's a little rough. If it's a little long, it's okay. We can trim it off. It's not a big deal. That's the great thing about having a raw edge. Like this, with the vinyl, you can leave it with a raw edge. You don't have to finish it. Alright, so it's bowing up here because that's not where the tape is. The tape is over here at the edge. Alright, so there we go. Make sure I can see you guys. Alright, so now that you can see that it's nice and flat, it's gonna make it super. Exterior's completely done. The exterior, the lining's has all the bells and whistles in it. It's got the pocket, it's got the recessed zipper. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I did a 45-degree angle right here. So I did that with my zipper so it doesn't go any further than that. And I want to baste it in place and then gonna make it add my pieces to it. So I keep my needle in, my pin in until I make a stitch and then I take it out. Lift, hop over, so hop on over. This helps to keep in place. Lauren can do it with just burning it and it stays together that way, but I burn my fingers all the time, so sometimes it's not, it's not always the best thing to do what everybody else does. I know my talents. That's not what I've done. Just burning the edges of the thread so it's not sticking out. Okay? Right? So now that we've done that, oh, look at you. Hi. Hi. Me. I'm saying hi to myself. Ah, perfect. So now you guys can see both of them. I don't have to keep flipping back and forth. Things I learn. Alright. Okay, so at the end here, I like to put a safety pin. Because it just helps me so that I don't sew off. I don't crack it. But you can. You can crack it open if you need to. I don't see my safety pin. I don't see my safety pin. So I'm going to... I'm still in YouTube school, guys, so bear with me because, just like anybody else who's learning how to do something new, YouTube school. Alright, so I'm going to make a line there because that's where my That's interesting, because I thought I turned the sound off. So does it sound echoey when I'm on this view with both of you? that's what I mean. Because of the way it's just folded on each other, I don't have to flip anything inside out. It's already folded to itself, so it just makes a nice corner right there. I always like it. I like the way it turns out. Okay, we are going to go out our exterior. And we are going to put our exterior inside of our line. And for my side seams, I just make sure that they nest, or seams nest together. What that means is that it overlaps each other. So if this goes on either end. So one goes one way and one goes the other way, so it equals the same amount of bulk across. Okay. And then just tug on it and make it line up the edges so that everything looks good. You guys should see, but it's okay. So you can see what I'm doing with the bag. can see both views as to how it looks when I'm doing this. So just keep everything out of the way. Right there is kind of getting thick, so I'm going to get my hump jumper. Put it behind it. And go nice and slow. The coming down the hill isn't as bad as that because you're not going really fast. You should get stitches. Alright, Miss Angie is going to probably steal this bag tomorrow. So, these bag prints have been, like any bag I make out of this vinyl has sold really well and fast. So, we'll see. Usually I post it and someone local's like, I want that. So, that works out really well. Alright guys, so that is all of it for right now. There's the back zipper. So there's the back zipper. Right there. Zipper top. And then right here are our swivel hooks. So right here's one and right here's one. So then that way it's from the inside of the bag so you don't see anything on the outside of the bag. And that's what she wrote. And that's all she wrote. Let me come to this side so you guys can see me. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I love the sound of it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and whatever social media other things that I have. I can't remember what they are, but I know for sure it's Instagram and Facebook. And hopefully this week I'll go ahead and become live again to finish showing you guys how to do zipper end tab, how to add my riveted handle, how to finish the crossbody strap. Say bye. Bye! I hope you guys have a blessed week.